Hey guys, Happy New Year. We are just hours away from shutting the door on 2025 and welcoming in 2026. What an amazing year this has been. It's just been so incredible. I've had so many uh, revelations that have happened and so much that's occurred in our family's life. The adoption of our granddaughter, the purchase of our new homestead, so many things that have happened that just we have so much to be thankful for. Not of the least is the launch of our new Freedom Holistic Wellness community. I have no doubt that this is God ordained. This is something I have prayed about for a very long time, to be able to have an opportunity to work with so many more people in a low cost, high value situation. And that's exactly what this is. I'm coming to you live here on New Year's Eve for one last ditch attempt to make sure that those of you all who didn't want to miss out on the founding launch team, on the Sowers community piece of this, that you didn't miss out on this. This is it, midnight tonight. We go public. I have a kitty over here who is probably going to pop her head up in the camera here in just a second. She is wanting loving. We go public tonight after midnight Eastern time. So everything changes then. It's going to be a welcoming, wonderful community no matter when you decide to join. But the price goes up and the benefits change. So those of you who have believed in our mission, who have been excited about us being able to create this space for integrative care, for holistic education, for holistic nutrition education, for lifestyle teaching, for a space that helps people with their goals, whether they are weight loss, weight gain, weight maintenance, whether they are getting off of certain medications or giving their bodies the opportunity to be able to come off of certain medications, whether it be prevention to make sure they never go on these medications, whether it be hormonal health, thyroid health, skin health. We are covering it all in this one place. I've often joked and said it's like having a practitioner in your pocket. I have an Ask Dr. Wendy Sue forum for people to ask questions, unlimited amounts of questions for anything that comes up that they have questions about that I can help them with. If it's a sensitive topic, I have an anonymous form where I don't even know who you are, where you can share your questions, and then I will go in there once a week and post all of the anonymous questions and answers that I have to the anonymous questions. And so there's just so much education in there. We have a separate temple wellness area where we are doing spiritual healing for those who want that. It is Christ-centered, and we're doing Bible studies. We're doing, prayer groups, things like that, all within that one area. I have an educational blog section where a lot of times when somebody asks me a question, I'm like, oh, that would make a really good educational piece. And I'll write up an educational blog and post that in there. So those are always housed in one area. I have one area for Dr. Wendy Sue approved resources, because I'm always asked, Wendy, what brand of this do you recommend? What type of this do you recommend? And I have it all in one area of this community. So the benefits are tremendous. Also, all of my group programs are being housed there now. I can't even begin to tell you what the value of that is. I gave the example in our podcast earlier, the 6-week new program that I'm designing for thyroid health that I'm going to be running later this spring after Easter, that I'm calling Aligned. And it's a thyroid program that would have cost $1,100 in the past. Now it's part of this community. Sugar Busters, everybody's favorite program. depending on the length that I ran it, usually 3 weeks, that was easily a $200 to $300 program. And now it's part of the community. So I have so much in there and so much for you all to be involved in, plus ad free, algorithm free, bully free, no social media trolls and keyboard warriors. It is all a safe space to grow, to learn, and to join in community with other like-minded people who just want to get healthy like you do. So I'm getting ready to launch a 12-part, it's actually going to be 13 sessions, but a 12-part healthy lifestyle beginner series. And I'm going to do it in pop-up seminars, the first one being this Friday. So the benefit you're going to get in this community is out of this world. And that's what I always wanted. So why join today versus tomorrow if it's always going to be a great place? It is always going to be a great place. And all members in the future are always, if you ever need deeper work with me, you're going to find that you're going to get everything you need in the group for the basics. And really for a lot of your questions, they'll be answered in there. But say you have a really significant health concern and that you need private work on. I will always continue to work with people on a private basis. I have my 16-week personalized healing pathway and my one-to-one intensive, which is also 16 weeks. I will have those as well as individual consults that can be purchased. And everybody who is a member, starting tomorrow you get a 15% discount on all of our programs. You may never need them, and there will never be a push to encourage that, but they're there for people who do. And there will always be a 15% discount after you've been a member for 90 days for all members. That being said, the benefits of joining today are drastically different. So if you join today, you gain premium status right in the door as a sower. You are one of my foundational members, part of the launch team. So the benefits for joining today are a locked in lowest rate for life, forever and ever and ever. That's $27 a month or $259 a year. That ends tonight at midnight. I have no way to retroactively change that. That is when you join tomorrow, the price is going to be $39 a month or $374 a year. I can't go back and change that once the community has had its public launch after midnight tonight. So locked in lowest rate for life. If you're a member for 10 years, you're still going to be paying $27 a month or $259 a year. And I promise you, with what you get in this community, that is mind-blowing. I've had so many people that have said, I cannot believe all I'm getting for how little I'm paying. And that's what I always wanted. So that's benefit number one. Benefit number two is everybody who joins as a sower, as a launch team member, today's the last day, gets 1 hour of consult time with me free every single year. You can break that up in 15 or 30-minute sessions or keep the full hour if you have something really significant you need to talk about. And it rolls over year after year. So maybe the next handful of years, you don't need any private work, but you've been a member for all these years. And then all of a sudden, one year, your whole world falls apart and you've banked all these. We get to use them all. So they continue to roll over as long as you are a member of the community. We can accomplish a lot in 4 15-minute sessions or 2 30-minute sessions together. So that is no small thing. And my 1 hour session rate is $197 per minute. It goes up when you break it down into 30 minutes and 15 minutes. So that's actually quite a generous benefit that every single member of the team is getting, but it's something I wanted to be able to offer to you all. That does not come with standard community membership. That is Sowers only. Also, you get a 25% discount off of all of our programming, consults, everything for life, as long as you are a member. And that's from day one. There is no 90-day waiting period. I already have people that have signed up for programs to start after the first of the year because they just joined and they said, I've always wanted to do one of your programs, and at 25% off, I can absolutely do that. So they're using the community as an adjunct to their private program, which is great. They will go very well hand in hand. Also, one that Wendy reminded me of today, my goodness, I can't believe I forgot this, is that you get a 15% discount. All sowers do. You get a 15% discount off of all Restoration Garden products. That is something that Wendy offered. Wendy Flournoy offered, my podcast partner in crime, because she has been in there. She was actually my very first member. She's been in there and she's blown away with what a powerful group this is and how supportive of a community. And her heart just bent and she said, I've got to offer something to this launch team because they're making this happen. So 15% discount for the life of your membership on all of her products. And I can tell you, she already doesn't charge what she's worth. Just saying, her products are worth way more than what she charges. So all of that goes away for anybody who joins after midnight tonight. The benefits will still be tremendous. The community will still be tremendous. But this is the last day to be able to take advantage of getting locked into this lowest rate ever and the greatest amount of benefits ever. So anyway, I wanted to share what the community looks like. So let me share my screen so I can show you all, because I know it's so hard to picture and imagine. Well, I forgot I was working on the calendar when I decided to go live. So you all can see that right out of the gates. It's our third tab on here. And I have started to put items on the calendar. Our all community meetings, our Sowers only meetings. There's 2 of those every month. And those are specifically for all of these meetings are Q&A sessions, but the Sowers only meetings are going to be meetings where not only is it a Q&A for the people who are part of the launch team, but it's also going to be an opportunity for me to ask you all, what programs would you like me to develop? What features would you like to see in this community? If you're part of my founding group, I want to hear from you. I want to know what you need because you've been there from the beginning. Also, some other benefits I forgot to mention, which I had failed to mention, that you get your own private meetings, as well as being able to go to all of them. But you also get a special drawing. I do drawings on the first of the month every month for members. And from here till Kingdom Come, if we grow to 10,000, 100,000 people, that small little Sowers group is always going to get their own drawing every month, and it's going to the value is going to continue to grow with the size of the community. This last month for November, it was 2 different members of ours earned or won 2 tea blends of Wendy Flournoy's from the Restoration Garden that she sent them in the mail for me. And this month, the value is going to be double because of the size of the group increasing. So that's going to continue. But one of those drawings every single month forever and ever is going to be for Sowers only, as my thank you to this group for believing in us at the beginning, from the very beginning. So anyway, this is the first of I love this calendar because you can pull it up. You can see what the session's going to be about. I'm getting ready to do 13 sessions of pop-up seminar series for 12 principles of a healthy lifestyle. And this is the introduction session, the overview session. And you just pull up the calendar, you click right on the link, and it takes you right to Zoom, and boom, there you go. You can add it to your calendar. So this is super user-friendly. But anyway, we went right to the calendar. Let me show you the community. So we have this incredible community. As you see, it's very user friendly and looks a lot like the Facebook interface, where it says write something or tell us, about yourself or whatever it is that Facebook says. But you can post anything in here, and there's different categories. So there's general discussion. This is the Ask Dr. Wendy Sue forum. Everything pops up under all in order, other than these few that I have pinned to the top. They all pop up in order of what has been posted. And when I have a little blue dot, that means I haven't seen that one yet. That's my sweet daughter-in-law that is asking a question. But there are just ongoing discussions all throughout here. This is the all category at the beginning that catches everything. Right here, we have the general discussion, which is going to be mostly the same thing. The Ask Dr. Wendy Sue forum. This is gold, y'all. This is the practitioner in your pocket. You can go in here and you can ask any question, and you can get your answers from me within 72 hours. Most often, it's a whole lot sooner than that. If it's a sensitive topic, you go to the anonymous form, and here's a question that I had received as an anonymous question, and I gave the answer without knowing who it was. So we keep it very private. I don't even know who it is the way I have it set up. It's just I receive the Google form, and then I post the question and answer. So you have that as an option. Also, let me go back here. I need my glasses on. I'm getting old, y'all. Here we go. Wendy approved resources. This is my resource library I told y'all about. I've got one for supplements and teas. Every once in a while, I have an exciting announcement because I've ended up linking arms with certain companies that I absolutely love and stand behind 100%. And so I've made announcements, but products and services here, and food resources. So I do have an extensive list growing all the time. Anytime somebody asks me about something specific, I will pop a link in there. As you see here, like supplements and teas. I got the We Heart Nutrition stuff in there. Cayenne tinctures, moringa, citrus bergamot, concentrates mineral drop. So anyway, a whole lot of different options in here that are listed. As they pop up, I put them in there so that people will have them in one central location. Educational blogs. This is one of my favorite sections to update. We've been talking this last week about fasting because so many people are fasting with their churches or personally at the start of the new year. So we've talked about the Daniel fast. We've talked about water fasting. We've talked about time restricted eating. This is all in the last week. As people ask questions, the older posts might pop up like this one. We talked a couple weeks ago about hormone support by gender and season of life. So a lot of information in here. And I want to share what I did for this Daniel fast. This is just one example. Because the Daniel fast is so food specific on what is consumed while Daniel fasting, I gave a full explanation about the Daniel fast, but then at the bottom, I have meal plans for weeks 1, 2, and 3, where you can go in if you decide this is what you want to do, and you've got options right here. And you can always, just pull a couple of recipes for inspiration. You don't have to follow it to a T, but it just gives you a lot of options, all these wonderful recipes and the meal plan and the shopping list. If you do decide you want the whole thing, is right here. So I've got that on there, but lots of information in this educational section. Then temple wellness. This is the spiritual healing piece that we do. We just wrapped up our Advent study that we did. It was such a rich study. I loved it. I really was excited about it, and it was even better than I ever imagined. I invited people to join me in reading the Bible in a year and doing that devotional over on YouVersion. And then this is the Bible study we're going to start the week of January 12th. Craig Rochelle's The Power to Change. I've already written it up as part of my curriculum for my 16-week program people. And because I started using it a year ago for those who wanted to use this. It was always completely optional. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I actually got special permission from Life Church, from Craig Rochelle's team, to be able to use it as part of my curriculum. And I've broken it down into a 16-week study. So it'll be a nice little bite-sized chunk thing that we're going to start together over the course of 16 weeks, starting on January 12th. Recipes and e-cookbooks. Every once in a while, I get questions like, hey, can we get some treats for the holidays that I can share with my family without guilt? You got it. I'll put together stuff all the time. There's our favorite fudge brownie recipe. I did a lot of sweet stuff because it was December, and that's the questions people were getting. Clean eggnog, and casseroles, stress-free holidays and celebrations. The nice thing is I also list the title of all of these. So what does that matter? Well, if anybody has ever been in any of my platforms and tried to search what was in an e-cookbook, it's a nightmare because they're a PDF, so you can't find it. So say you're like, okay, I know somewhere on this platform, Wendy has done pork, cauliflower, fried rice. Well, maybe that's not what I called it. I know it's pork, cauliflower, something. Maybe I spelled it wrong. All right, let's do something easy. Cornbread. There we go. My cornbread recipe is right in here. And since you clicked on that, you know that it is in this e-cookbook. So you can just scroll through, and I know it's in here. So many good recipes in this holiday e-cookbook because it's always our family's favorites. I'm going to get there. I'm almost there. I know I am. Man, if this doesn't just make you hungry, rolling through it. Bye, honey.
Bye, baby. I love you.
Love you too. All right, we're getting to the breads. It's got to be here. Woo-wee. See how much I put in these things? Cheesy skillet bread, stuffing. Aha. Cornbread. Boom. Boy. But the point being, you don't have to guess which e-cookbook I've put it in anymore because I'm listing the titles of everything in there. And there it is right there. So it'll pop it right up for you. Pop up the e-cookbook. Clearly not the recipe. So anyway, just wanted to share that. Let's see what is next in this. I went out a couple layers here. All right. So that was recipes and e-cookbooks. Every week I do meal plans and recipes. So meal plans, recipes, and shopping lists for December. So there it is for December 1st. 8th, 15th, 22nd, and the last weekly meal plan of 2025. I just put it out yesterday for this week. And again, you can follow it if you want. You can pick and choose. You can say, hey, I like this recipe, don't want this recipe. But if you follow the whole thing, you've got a shopping list ready to go. And all the recipes to go with it. Wendy Flournoy is going to use this tab for the Restoration Garden. All of our WOW podcasts, the most recent half dozen or so, are in here, starting with episode 54. It would be a lot for me to go all the way back, but maybe someday when I have time, I'll add some more. Today we did episode 62, so that'll be in there. If not tonight, in the next couple of days. And Sowers community specifics. I have one more thing to post in here today, but this is where I'm posting the Sowers meetings, the replays, the one-to-one intensive, and personalized healing pathway. I was giving them a special discount on these for that ends today as well. So yeah, this is all Sowers specific information only. And then, last but not least of the things I will share with you, this is our classroom. I'm getting ready to add the new course for the pop-up seminars. And they aren't going anywhere until I find out that there's a maximum number of classrooms I can have in here. I plan on just having this as a running list. So Healthy Holidays program that we wrapped up the 21st of December, all of that information is in here. All of the meal plans, the e-cookbooks, all of our seminars, everything is in there. The natural GLP-1 hormone booster trial, all that information is in here, including the full protocol. So as a member, you come right in and boom, you get my protocol before my book even comes out about it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the pop-up seminars in here and have these listed so that when people come in brand new, because I'm doing it as a beginner's seminar series, if they come in 3 years from now, they'll be able to come in and find all of the beginner information all housed in this one location. So it is extremely, extremely user-friendly. I absolutely love this. Something you all will get in after today, it starts tomorrow, there will be an affiliate link. If I remember correctly, when I saw the tutorial, it'll be right here near where your settings tab is. And it will allow you to invite people and get paid a commission on an affiliate commission on anybody who joins using your link. That's huge. That's huge. The first week of the year, it's 50%. 50% of every dollar that people spend in here for the life of their membership and your membership, you will get, whether they sign up monthly or annually, you will get that for anybody who uses your link for this first week of the year. After that, it goes to 20%, but still you can easily earn back, for anybody who cares about this piece, you can easily earn back your investment. So very, very thrilled about this community. I'm gonna come back out of here and look at y'all one last time as we wrap things up. But bottom line is, this is it. This is it. This is everything I've prayed for, everything we've dreamed of, to be able to help the masses and not just the few who can afford expensive private care. This is going to be such a game changer, such a life changer for people. And that is what I always wanted. I got into this part of my career when I recognized how broken conventional medicine was that I was wrapped up in. I got into this to help people to heal and to prevent disease and to understand that God gave us everything we need to heal. And that, yes, there's an integrative need for conventional medicine, and I always encourage people to use that when necessary. But my goal is to educate people on just how much is available to you on a natural level, on a God-given level. He made us to heal. And if you can get to the root cause of what is causing so much of your pain and disease, you can cure it. without having to put Band-Aids on it of different pharmaceuticals that tend to just cause your body more problems. So that is my goal, is to teach as many people all of this as possible. And if you're on a slew of medications, you're not too far gone. I've helped tons of people heal their bodies in such a way that their doctors have no choice but to go, wow, you don't need diabetes medication anymore. Oh my goodness, we have to take you off your blood pressure medicine. You know what? Your thyroid's really well balanced now. I don't know what you're doing, but we need to make some adjustments. Coming off their reflux medication, that is almost universal when people start to follow this lifestyle. It is incredible, the people that have discovered true healing through what I teach. And this is something that I'm so honored and thrilled to be able to share at a lower cost now, and to so many more people. So join us, y'all. Today's it. This is it for the Founders Sowers launch team. This is it. Midnight, it all goes away. You're going to love us no matter what. You're going to be welcome no matter what. But the extensive benefits and the lowest cost for life, you'll never see it this low again. I've made that promise to my founding team. If it ever goes on sale in the future, it will never be at or below their rate. They are going to experience the lowest rate and the highest benefits for life, period, end of story, because they've believed in me and they've believed in this mission from the beginning. And I'm honoring them in that, and always will. I will never forget the people that helped me get this started. I couldn't have done this without them. And we're 90 strong now. So I'm ready to welcome even more. And when we go public tomorrow, I'm praying for an explosion. I'm praying to be able to reach even more. So we love you. Hope you have the most amazing 2026. Reflect back on 2025, no matter how bad you thought it was, and have so much gratitude for all the good. There's always something to have gratitude for. And if you live with that every day, your perspective on this life will change, and it'll affect your health. I promise. Love you so much. Reach out to me with any questions. I'll post the links to join. You have to do 2 steps in order to join before midnight. Let me just say that before I sign off. First is a one-time payment of $203.17. That's based on 2 Corinthians 3:17, which is the logo scripture for Freedom Holistic Wellness. And the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. That is our foundation. So it's a one-time payment of $203.17. If money is tight, there are payment options available at checkout as low as $18 a month. And then I will send you a link, and I'll be watching like a hawk tonight, y'all, because I don't want to miss anybody. Because you have to complete step 2 before midnight, before everything switches over. And this is midnight Eastern time for all you out there on the West Coast. Midnight Eastern time. The second step is to actually join the community. I will send you an email after you have enrolled as a founding sower with that link that I provide. And then you will click on that second link when I send you that email and enter the community. And that's where you'll choose either $27 a month or $259 a year. And we can't wait to welcome you in. All right. Happy New Year, guys. Can't wait to work with you in 2026. What a blessing it is to have this opportunity. Love you all so much.